Dr. Abhishek Prince Daughter, here reporting from the Palace of Work. Brahmurit batch, but not the Brahmurit, not the early morning. Like recently, there was, a lot of things that happened. I just couldn't be regular here. I just lost my grandmother. So I was busy with things, but yes, keeping the consistency alive. I thought I should be here. We should be, talking education. We should be maintaining the cadence, that's extremely important. Do pray for my grandmother's afterlife, for her peace. She was really dear to me, learned a lot from her, the nature walks, the love for nature, and, a lot of stories. So we are all mourning right now, so pray for our family. That's the prime. And even I'll surely be writing a composition or two for her. I was very close to her. And even, at times she said she was such a nature lover. She said that, the moment she died, she'll just, went on to be the jungle's bee. So a lot of love to her. Dadi, just be at peace and, be one with God because she was, nothing less than divine. So, okay, this lecture is purely dedicated to her and obviously to the kings and queens of Palace of Words. So today we do writing better answers. Now the catch is that it's always about writing good answers in your examinations because anyhow you will be writing exams, be it like pre-nursery or PhD, you'll be having your subjective examinations. So the first and foremost thing is to write better answers. We'll keep this lecture crisp. There are a lot of tasks at home too, like we are emerging stronger from the setback. So here, always remember class, whenever you're writing the answer, make sure you have your keywords intact. Mathematics mein to you'll have to be logical, you'll have to be reasonable, you have to use the formulas right, you have to do the calculations right, getting the arithmetic right, or in a geometry kind of questions, getting the angles right, knowing the rules. So maths mein you can't be very creative with the answer writing process. You know the formula, you've put it right, your calculation is correct, you get all the marks. You do not know the formula, your calculation is wrong, you lose all the marks. As simple as that. So in subject like maths, rather Sanskrit too, you know the right kind of dhatu, you know the lakar, you have written it all correctly, you get all the marks, or you lose all the marks. So maths, Sanskrit, they're like that. But on the other hand, we have English literature, we have social sciences. So there we have a liberty. Even sciences, if you know the keywords, if you are, presenting it in the right way, with obviously the logical reason, we get all the right answers. So answer writing is really important aspect of, acing your examinations. So make sure whenever you are right there, you are framing answers, have the right keywords. Whenever you're writing an answer, make sure you pick your keywords right. For instance, like I'll give you a very simple example, photosynthesis की अगर हम बात करें, you came up with the topic, define photosynthesis. So the simplest and the fairest thing you do is, photo means light, synthesis means putting together. So these keywords were already in your head. Ki photo is light, synthesis is means synthesizing or producing or manufacturing something, putting it all together. So you'll never lose marks. So make sure whatever concept you do, whatever written notes you make, please, know your keywords. Because abhi, the students are not into too much of note making. They're not into too much of primary thinking. This is a cause of concern because I've been there, I've been teaching students since 2014. So the real deal is that now students do not want to, do all the heavy lifting like writing or taking up notes. Or for that matter, even if we just instruct the student in his school, in maybe the middle school or the early school, any of like, a toddler is said to write an essay, they just go to ChatGPT. The very first thing they do is they open up ChatGPT. They'll be writing, okay, maybe they're very good at giving prompts. Back in the day, I guess when we were in school, 100 years ago, the internet was emerging. There was internet, of course, but it wasn't like that medium or the tool to be used too frequently as it is now in the current digital age. No harm against it since we're having this lecture on a digital forum. But the main idea is to, think, to pause and ponder, to have really a vivid primary imagination. Because it all lies to have, the right kind of imagination, basically, the right bent of mind. You should be aware about what you're up to. You have to write something. If an essay is given to you, so basically So basically, all the souls listening to this, please give it a shot. Write that national essay, and I guess it's good lucrative cash prizes there, and also the top 200 entries would also get into a pass to attend the Independence Day celebrations at the Red Fort, the capital, New Delhi. So please go ahead and do that. I mean, this is the least we can do, and we should, go ahead and get it done, basically. Because primary imagination has to be fostered, and that needs to be catered to. You really need to, have that great bent of mind to actually, write things on your own. Because, see, technology is a tool. We cannot, let technology think for us. Then we're sure to be doomed. It's good. You go on to ChatGPT, you get all the facts, you kind of take all the sources, get the knowledge, but make sure you frame your essay yourself. Now we talk about the National Essay Contest, which is hosted by the Government of India. So that's purely to check your primary imagination. They are not expecting essays to be generated from ChatGPT and sent to them. They're really expecting some great essays where a lot of thought goes behind it, a lot of intellect goes behind it, a lot of labor goes behind it, as if you're doing the rough draft, you're formulating and structuring the essay, then you're writing it down. So it's the one who does all these things right will kind of benefit from that national essay competition. So please go forth. It's such a golden opportunity. I myself am writing an essay for it, and I would like all the clan of Palace of Words to write the essay for it. So this really needs to be the prime, this really needs to be done, I guess. Please make sure that we do it by all means. We put forth an excellent essay right there, because such activities really stimulate our brain to think, to act and analyze, and also give us the right kind of impetus to frame a very beautiful essay, to frame good answers. As we talk about writing better answers, so please ensure that everything's on point and everything's thoroughly and truly done. Like, you really read your lessons, right? Read your NCRTs. Many a time students refer to like umpteen of books without reading their NCRTs cover to core. That is so pointless. Reference itself means a supplement. References never help you prepare, they just help you practice. And you'll only practice when you are well prepared. Learn this fact, students. Make sure your NCRT is thorough. Then you might, look towards other references that might benefit you. But without the right knowledge of NCRT, picking up any reference is just too vainglorious and, a very futile activity. So refrain from it by all means. You just ensure that you do all the right things to write the right answers, the correct answers. And we'll have a special and dedicated workshop so that your answer writing becomes better. And you can always comment, maybe there's any issue that you're facing, or maybe there are any things that are reducing your marks in your examinations, or anything that you're struggling with, so that we can collectively churn out the right way to get things done. And I suppose, yeah, we'll just crisp it short. There are things to tend to. And please be in touch with us. You can always get to our Instagram page also. It's called Palace of Words. We have numerous pages on Instagram. And even like we have a dedicated page for memes too. It's called Palace of Word Meme. So we are, creating some good and engaging content for you, which again stimulates you to think and write. So that is the core of Palace of Words. And I suppose, yes, together, let's strive to build our Palace of Words bigger, better, and more beautiful. That would be all, folks. Har Har Mahadev.